Uh, Thank you very much. I'm Timothy Mapinda from Nakuru. I'm a youth leader and I'm a young leader from Nakuru. And today I just want to talk about what we saw on Friday in Bomas, the attack against His Excellency Kebaso Morara. Actually, it was very unfortunate such an act to be done against a Kenyan who was simply giving his view on matters impeachment of the deputy president. And as you all know, Kenya, we are a very democratic country and we have freedom of expression, we have freedom of speech. It doesn't matter if someone is against your opinion or your view. All of us, we are given equal opportunity with the law to give our views, irrespective or regardless of our disagreement or whatever, our stance. And Morara was very peaceful. He went to give his opinion. And it is in the public domain that he was even denied first, number one, to access in Bomas. After the struggle that they did, he was allowed to enter. And after that, inside Bomas, where policemen and women were there with full uniforms to protect and to maintain peace and order, were there. And we saw people, and when you look at such a video, you will be able to capture some things, because personally, when I look at those people who attacked him, number one, those people came from the podium where the MPs were seated. Number two, those people, they look very trained people. They are like hired mercenaries. So it was an organized thing. It was not eventually. And actually, when you look at the way that they were attacking him, he was the only target. They were not attacking anybody. Because Morara he had people who were close to him, but they specifically attacked him. Today, we want to send a very strong warning as young people of this country. What we are demanding, it is very simple. We are not here to play games. We are not here to fight each other. We are here to make our country better, for a better future, for better generations and generation of our generation. If we can't put things in order right now, we have to know that in future we will suffer. In future we will struggle. Our generation, our coming generation will struggle. Our future generation will have no country. You know, this country, we as young men, we rose, and we said that what we want and what we are demanding is accountability, transparency, good governance, and service to the people. But look at the way this government has been responding to our issues. Number one, when we went out to reject the finance bill, many young men and women were killed during that time. What followed after that, it is that politicians came together, reorganized themselves to protect their interest. And we said, now, we are not going to fight in the streets. Let us do civic education. And after doing this civic education, so that we come up with a very strong and informed team that will take these people home and make change into our country, so that we might have a better country. And our brother Kebaso Morara came out, and he was very, very critical and vocal to give a civic education to Kenyans. They went forward and arrested him. After the strong demand of Gen Zs, he was released. One day after his release, he was attacked in Bomas. Specifically today, I want to be very specifically and categorical on the attack of Kebaso in Bomas. It is very, very sad. It is not just unbelievable, but also unacceptable. We are not going to sit back as young men and women and watch when our brothers and sisters who are raising to make a better country for all of us being intimidated, being blackmailed, being injured, being abducted, and whatever it is happening. We are not going to be. We are not going to be part. If they want to see our reactions, let them go on and continue doing that. And I want to tell them, once we rise and speak as young men, the results will be unreversible, because we demand for revolution and we must revolutionize our country. Kenyans and dear Kenyans, let us stand. Let us be our brother's keeper. Today, we are talking on impeachment of the deputy president. This is something that has been drafted to come and disturb our mind, to come and divert the real issues that we are facing as Kenyans. Number one, and I want to take you very on a very slightly note. We have the thing we call Adani. Today as we speak, Adani is like a new colony in Kenya. They have taken all the things, starting from the airport, coming on Ketraco, and when you go to Sha or whatever that is they call Chief, I don't know. In health, we talk of Adani. When you come to energy, it is Adani. Our national airport and national airstrips in Kenya, they are going to be taken by Adani. Who is this Adani? Kenyans are asking very simple question. Why Adani? That is question number one. Number two, who is Adani? Number three, how did that Adani got that contract in Kenya, and why now? Those are the real issues that we are talking about. We have issues of the lost people. Over 50 people. They are not known where they are today. Young people have been abducted very carelessly. Nobody is talking about that. Today, as we speak, we have young men who lost their life during the protest. And actually, it is not just this year protest. Even the protest that was in last year, the protest that was led by Azimio, the 2023-2024 finance bill. We lost people, over 70 young men and women. Nobody is talking about them today. There is no any single officer who has been taken to account for the loss of our young men and women. Many of us, we were injured during that process of protest. Personally, I received a bullet. Nobody's talking about that. The police is still working. And here, we are talking about the impeachment of His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua. I'm not against the impeachment. But what we are demanding as young people, what we are demanding as Team Inject, is that we need them all to be impeached. It is impeach both. We came out as young men, very simply, we demanded on reject finance bill in totality. They took us as a joke. Some say